Hello and welcome back to Storyteller stream. My name is Jan Dvorak, aka Storyteller CZ. I am your host. I have been away for a little bit, quite a few weeks because I was sick. And as you can probably hear, I still have some throat issues. So things I'll be staying max 1 hour and today so that I don't overextend beyond my capabilities. As we go through the last week of Hacktoberfest, here we go. Here is my, you could say, scoreboard. I'm kind of waiting for the last to pull requests, and I have quite a few. So I will be looking at the different all the all the different things that we have going on. I have new screens than last time, so I have to see. Oh, actually, let's see. Oh, this one just got accepted, so that was the last one I had there. So I'll have 7 PRs from this. Yay! So that will have to be updated. But a lot of news going on. I will have to get to it on Thursday in dispatches. So that's that. But let's quickly try to look here if there is anything specific that kind of comes out. Oh, format.js. Okay, so but that's old. So and we have Meteor Desktop. I have not had a chance to look into that for a while, and we need to do something with Meteor roles as well to kind of close it down and make sure that's fully moved on to the official Meteor package. Grapher weekend. So let me just close these as well so it's easier to follow. Okay, Meteor roles. So what do we have? A new comment here. So so yeah, we'll have to move the roles which were moved into the core. We'll kind of be moving more towards, I could say, archival here. So we'll have to get that sorted. So we'll have that going. Apologies for kind of being late in all of this, and yeah, there's a lot of activity happening in the Meteor repository. Another kind of a little bit off-topic thing is that I have reinstalled my computer with a new operating system. I'm using Omarchy, so moved from Ubuntu to Arch Linux, so from Debian system to Arch. So there's a lot of things that are very new to me, and what kind of we'll see how things go on. And there was something specific I'm just blanking on that I wanted to do, and we'll have to choose something small because we have only an hour, and I'll have to quickly get my get myself a tea. So, but also with this new installation, what happened is that I don't have most of the stuff here, and I'm thinking we can probably do something for Meteor accounts. If we look, I've started the topic a little bit back, and let's see, let's see on the latest topics. And accounts improvement initiative. Let's proceed on that. There's always a lot of stuff to do. So I did 2 and 3 logging package. So something like user audit. So that's something that we could probably look into. Or actually, I've got even a better idea. And this has been, keep this open. This has been something that came across my desk a while ago, and I've put it somewhere. So let me see. It's an article that kind of shows or tells you about things that are like already in the core of Node, so that you don't have to kind of use say different packages. And yes, reduce dependencies by using Node.js functionality. Let me pull that up. There we go. And I think this is actually something that I want to do. We already have, there's the global fetch. I think it's already used. WebSockets. There's the test framework, SQLite 3. We've discussed that. And here is this one, chalk and clear to util.style text. And this, I think, is actually pretty important. First of all, because we do have some, you could say, logging and styling in the Meteor core utils before it gets into the logging utility. But I think even the logging utility would do better, or logging package, if we move to this. And that's primarily because we are using chalk, and thankfully, like, we are one major version behind. But that was actually to our benefit, because recently there has been like an attack on chalk that exposed it, and quite a few problems there in that regard. So I want to kind of give this a try and see what we can do there. So let's, and also with that, learn something new while we are at it. So let me stop sharing. Hopefully I will not make a mistake. And let me switch to JetBrains. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Some of the issues with the tiling is still there, so we will not be needing. If I can turn this off, I don't want. There we go. One cascade. That's what we need. Let me make this bit bigger for you guys. Well, I think that should be fine enough. Great. So right now we have chalk here, and I think we also have chalk in the. Let's see. Yes, we have in the dev bundle, and I think what I really want in this, what I'll be working on, will be to get rid of that, because I think any dependencies, especially since we have this already in the basic utils, to remove that would be, I would say, to a benefit. So let's see, Meteor 3.4 is pretty advanced, so it's gonna start building on top of that, because that will change some few things. Okay, so we are on that, and we'll have to kind of see where we use chalk. Could say in the script and here in the tool as well. Let's actually kind of do a quick thing. So it's in the jest setup. Chalk.cyan. I think that's actually very easy to remove. Now we have like an also bold here. So that's in the console, tools console, and in a few more places. So that's something that we want to replace in the tools themselves. Let's kind of look back here. So here we have, it's still like, I would say a little bit unfinished. I could use a lot more love, so that's why I'm doing this, because I really love this package and would like really love to see it used more. So here it is, logging on server. That's where chalk is being used. And that is actually something that we should be able to get rid of. So if this is this style text is stabilized as of node 2217. Meteor 3.4 is the latest node 22, so that's 22.21. So that's why we can use it. And I shouldn't need this anymore. So let me look at the no documentation in the site so that I have it. I have it as best as I can have it. So that is the util style text. So utilities, style text. So actually quite a few interesting things now that I look through this, that it might be worth it to really look at a lot of the other things. So let's give this a talk. So we should be import style text from node util. And what that would do is, it's actually even maybe easier. I would do style text, then put in the color. Then we have the line itself. And then there is the options. Validate stream and stream are kind of the and that I actually that looks pretty solid, if you ask me. And if my understanding is correct, that should be enough to remove the chalk dependency. So this is for Cordova. I will not be touching that because I don't understand Cordova enough. And here is the logging for browser. Formatter.predify function line color. Let's just make prettier happy. I would really love to get the color for the console inline. So we'll have to look into that, how we can do it. And I think there is a way. I use something Letter Universe. So I'm just going to quickly open this in a new window. Let me jump back into the studio to see if... Okay, so you see both of that. And I'll do this on the client, I believe. Oops, oh my. Yes. Okay. So it's just console log, then the message, and then the next is the style. So we'll have to kind of look on the prettify function and how it works here. So console, then it does the level. So that's how we get the console error and similar thing. And let's see. I'll just use prettier to fix the current file so that we get rid of most of these things. And here we have it, formatter.prettify, which is options, color, and so on. Just goes the message. And it's a meta prefix. So I'm not exactly sure how that works, but we'll test that out a little bit later. Let's see, do we have any testing here? We do, and we do have some fixes here and there. So this is actually going to become a little bit of quick fix for everything. And we'll see what's going to happen. Let's run a quick test meteor test packages logging. So let's that work. I'm thinking here, maybe guys, somebody can help me out. Let's see. I'll move up here for a little bit so it's much more easier to see. And in 4 minutes, I'm going to make myself some hot tea. For the node utils packages and similar, do we have to actually, you could say, declare it as a dependency or not? That's the question I'm having, and I'm guessing probably not really. So we'll see. So let's open the local host, the test pass. Not much really to show for it. And I'm not that really interested. The big one, though, is going to be the utils themselves. So this will actually be something that I'll in the future, I will kind of separate into two pull requests. Shell client, we have console, little bit in the project. So I think this is kind of where we can start. So instead of chalk, this is going to be node util. And where's chalk? So it will be style text, green, message. So, whoops. So we actually have these two like that. Let's see, is that good enough? What is the suggestion here? No, so nothing to fix. Let's see. Here we have another chalk that node util we are going to replace. Oops, so it's style text. and it's green, and then we have whatever comes after that. And here it's style text. Green console.url. Oh, that's a new one. I didn't know that existed. Good to know. Can actually put it into the other one. Okay, that's interesting. Or maybe because this is using the console from the UTOS over here, so that's where this is coming from. And let's see. Of course, we do have a chog here quite a lot. Let's actually take a look first. So it's bold. And let's see. Okay. I'm seeing here that you can do different colors, and you can do like underline, italic, and in this case bold. And it can be combined, but it does not show me if I can combine both options of both colors and formatting. That would be kind of what I'm looking at. Let me see some more examples. Black, bold. Can do multiple styled text, so that's not a problem. But yeah, okay, so here I can actually see that I can combine them. So I should be able to do that. So let's do our style text. And let's go hunting. So style text, open that up. And we'll just do bold. And then fixed length. That should be good enough. Next chalk, bold and red. But this time it's interesting because it is using that as a style. And not actually putting in so okay, it's using this, it's used it over here, which is bad because that's not how the structure is used. So I'll kind of come back to this because we just have to do a little bit more rewriting here. While with these, it's simple. Just replace things like that. Oops, no. And we are done here almost. Green message. Is this just bold? Okay, I was just formatting and yeah, again, formatting. And it wants to have kind of this style. This is just for prettier. I'm happy to oblige since I'm touching this. Another, whoops. Another easy one, style text, like that. Same thing over here. It's actually almost identical to the previous one. Okay, so I think this might be two rows that are kind of going against each other. And but up around the underline functionality of chalk. But that's actually fine with us as well, because we'll just do this. And I wrap around bold functionality. Thankfully, super easy. We'll just remove the chalk mention. And that gives us to these two where it puts the style, uses the style. So pick the color, weight in pretty mode. So we can actually put this, I think, into just one. I'm kind of curious how quickly can AI fix this, but I need to practice myself. So let's not give this to the AI. That would be, no, it would be faster. But again, this is logic. This is where a lot of things can go wrong, which in a way AI is better for. But again, as a human, I need to practice this a bit more, so as not to become total degenerate. So we have here if the level and is pretty, and then it's just check if there is a style. So first things first, this if this underscored pretty, because I'll do is not pretty, and we want to write as soon as possible. If it is pretty, we'll then do a else if level, and then we jump to these levels over here. And instead of the style and everything, we'll go straight to des.write as is here. And then we'll kind of do in the style with the message. So we'll do the style text here. We'll have the message here. And this is just red. I have to have it like that. Style text, we'll have the message, and here it's going to be bold and red. And then we can remove this. And now the question though is here, if this is not pretty and no level, actually I like that. So if it's not pretty or there is no level, just write it out, else we'll do the stuff here, and we'll have a default here. That's just going to write things out without any styling, just in case. So it's back of just in case nothing happens. So actually we don't even have to have the if here, just else. So if it's not pretty, just go and write it out. If there is no level, just go and write it out. If it is pretty, but you don't have any level, then it should go here to the default. I'm a bit worried here about saying that code is undefined, or it's which will be fine, but that you cannot get something of undefined. And I'm kind of wondering if in this version of, if I can do this, but let's just have a fallback here, that if no level, then it just does this, and then do the else. So just okay, so I did this thing. Oops. Okay. Just a bit of a like that. Yes. And this needs to go by here. Let's see what else it says here. This branch can never execute. It's conditional, is a duplicate. I was afraid of making this is when I say about making a mistake. So in theory, we should be fine with just this. In theory. Okay. Still some chalk left. You don't have to worry about these packages. Here we have some jest set up. So that will not happen, which is actually pretty good. Style text, cyan. Let's see, and what do we have remaining in our shell client? So what is actually uses required here? Interesting. Style text. No, the util. And here we use that again. Oh, server enable, waiting to reconnect. Okay, that's a very common one. And we do have this thing here. Style text, green. There we go. And this way we've removed chalk from quite a few places. Let's quickly go to the overall. Oops. Let's go to in project and let's see if there is anything that would jump up to us. So in docs, that's not the thing that we want to worry about, but it's mostly just a dependency. And then in tests, so it's mostly package logs that we don't care about. So then we have Meteor Babel that uses some old one. Oh, come on. That's that's guide here. So I don't care about guide. That's out of date. Docs. Let's see. So this chalk we can probably remove. Oh, come on. This is one bit with the issue with the tiling window that it tends to disappear my search. Actually, can you guys even see it? Let me quickly jump back to the studio. Okay, you can, but you can see it disappears very, very often. So dev bundle server package. Here we have the chalk. Goodbye. Let's see where else we'll find it. Log.json is not what we are looking for. The bundle tool. Seriously. Thankfully, I have this already open here, so we can try to remove it from here. And we already removed it from here. Let's see any other suspicious place that we should try to remove it. Oh, these are the UE npm packages, which should mirror what should be mirroring what is in the other ones. No, that's log. And I'm actually not even sure. It does have some issue, as you can see with the tiling windows here. So let's me kind of bump the bundle and rebuild it locally. And we have some error. Oh, missing semicolon somewhere. Let's see, style text. There should be no. There should be no semicolon there. That doesn't make much sense to me. Missing semicolon. Let's see. Remove unnecessary semicolon. But it says there is actually one. Okay. I think this is the way it should be. Yes, we had an extra bracket, not semicolon. The tests don't always tell the first, or the error message is not always accurate, or not accurate in the way that it helps you find the problem solution. Okay, quickly check the test for the logging package. That's running flawlessly. Now the question is, how do we, or actually know how we are going to test things. So now that we have all of this up and running, I'll actually switch here to Literal Universe, and I have this very nifty npm command ready here, which is called start local all. So npm run start local all, which is going to use my local version of Meteor that I have here. So that's those are the changes that we have made here. So this way, hopefully, it will show us. It will show us if things are running or not with our chalk, or without chalk in this case. And I can probably try. Let me go to try out properly the logging package. I'll go to our main on server, where we have the log imported here. Log.info. So hopefully we will see this message. And I can probably try all the other different ones so that we can see the colors. I think log.info should be blue. So that would be something to try out. I'll do here log.debug server started. Hopefully that will not require rebuild with all of these. And let's see what we can do. So let me actually also share with you guys in the chat the link to the article that I've originally found this on. So that's oops. Let me scroll up. 15 recent Node.js features that replace popular npm packages. This is number 5. And there is some other rimwrap. We can actually remove rimwrap, which I think is another of the many packages that we have to deal with. So if we go back to our dev bundle tool, I think rimwrap is going to be here somewhere. Oops, rim. There we go, rimwrap. Oh, we have some errors, so we'll check that out in just a moment. But it starts, so what's the error? Failed to record package usage. This is when you are not running Meteor from a checkout. Okay, so that's not uneventful, but it has a nice color and everything, so that's good. It's running on our side. And let's see. So rimwrap is another package that we can reuse. Let's see, do we use here? We don't use MK there. Oh, UUID package. Actually, I want to try that out. UUID. That might be used, yes. Oh, it's also used in the bundle. Damn. So yeah, that's actually being used quite a lot. So that's another thing that you can replace with crypto.random UUID. So that's actually nice to have. Looking forward to that. Base 64-JS. I don't think we have, or do we? URL pattern. That one is experimental. .env is also experimental. Event target shim. I don't think we use that, or maybe we do have that. That might be in the parts of Meteor that I don't delve too deeply. TSC. So there is actually quite at least 2 more packages that could be removed as a dependency, and we can stick to the default that's in Node.js itself, which really helps when it comes to maintenance, because then I don't have to worry about all the say maintenance issues and similar like maintenance and checking for. Okay, let's get these 4 here so that we know that. Let's check if it actually have all the colors that we should have here. If not, then we'll have to check. So meteor.startup. And we have okay, so we do have here, this is actually changed. So this is the default, the new default in 3.4. I think I might revert that to kind of see a bit more, but Polo. Okay, so here it is. This is actually with all the information. So it's here. It says level debug, level warn, level error, level info. So it's there. But we want to see how it looks like. How it looks like when it's in the pretty version. And oh, we have here for each. So for off, that should make it a bit faster. And okay, another for loop that will change. And I kind of want to have the prettify. So do we have, look, output format, JSON. Either JSON or colored text. I think this was changed recently to JSON. This should be used for logging. Another thing that I want to kind of also do here, info should be blue. Well, that's the meta color. So let me switch this to colored text. Just for right now. Kind of want to see if that is the change to kind of get it back. And because if not, then I have to figure out some other way going for this. So we have debug, info, warn, error. Let me quickly check JS. Oops. JS console. And I want to see what other APIs we have available. There's actually quite a few of them. So table profile log, group, error, there, XML. So it's mostly about levels, debug, info, warn, error. Kind of would like to maybe so if we do kind of, I want to kind of use the console.table and some of the other ones as well for a few things, but that's more of a extension. So if we have the output here, colored text, then it will do the log.format, which will have all the other things included in here. But I'm thinking, we have another for each that I want to remove or replace with for off. So actually check if there are any others here. No. This I want to revert. That's fine, but I want to get I want to figure out how to do this better. Because we have the console log, it does eJSON.stringify, so that's why we are getting the JSON right now. And then we have the log format, which has at some point says if color or options.color platform color. Okay, I'm not exactly sure. So let's see if where we use level colors. I think format or predefine. Okay, so that differs. That is different based on where it goes, which is pretty cool. So, and this is what we actually fix here for the server, that it should use the styled text. Otherwise, it's using something else. So that's good. Good. So okay, but the colors are not appearing. It uses the correct ones, and as it should, let's close this. And let's figure out why we don't have our colors, even though it's different. For things I would maybe also, like in this case, maybe add there like some other things, but why is there no color? Console log color on our server. So let's see what it's going to tell me there. Blue. Oh, interesting. Blue, green, blue, magenta, blue, red, blue, 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 blue. Something is not right. I have to figure that out. First of all, it gets called twice, which I'm not happy. It does get called, so it should do that. Let's do console.log. Let's do gold. Let's do a line. So it actually calls. So it's actually it gets called like that. Oops, no, it should be style text here. Damn it. Oh, style text. Unless I made some error in my understanding, which is always possible. I am not above making mistakes, but no, it says style. You do kind of the style text, and then you push that into the success message, or into the console log, sorry, or error. What is that? The argument format must be off. Reset bold, blah, 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 blah. I'm now wondering, it's gonna remove this. If it may be an issue with this terminal. That it doesn't have the colors. It has this one. Serial URL is not set using default meteor behavior. It has right over here, so that should not be a problem. Go back to login. It does the formatter.prettify. So that should let's see for the platform colors. If it's not doing something weird. Is Windows 32 type color string color answered bright? No, that's correct. Well, we saw it return the color we want, so that's not an issue. So it uses the login browser. It's fine. Wait, there was not real object. We do have like for IE9, my God. I think we can remove that. We'll keep that here because that's out of scope for right now. So then it does log the format. That should return. That should do it, and it should have the colors. So if I do console log here, then it would be the same thing. I want to do console there object just to kind of see these Meteor.js server started information there. Okay, so it has all of that, plus then it adds the options for color. I'm thinking server. Maybe the import is not correct here. Let's just do the style tags here to see if the import is correct. If not, then we have to do require. I think we used here before the import on chalk, if I remember correctly. No, it's a function. It's there. It does what it does. It should be enough. So, first is the format, color, and Ooh, that reminds me, maybe. Okay, no, I used the array there, so it was correct. Okay, this is infuriating. Why? Why is it not? Why is it not returning the color? Anybody in the chat see something that I am missing? It should be returning it very nicely with the color, and it'll just be pretty cool. Console is not defined. That shouldn't be a problem. Unlock level. Dot formatter prettify. So it also looks like to be on the server. Everything is fine. Looks like it's somewhere. Maybe it's getting not really set. Let's try this console.log test. Do here color gold. I think that's how you do it on the client, as we have seen in our let me check here how we have done it on the client. So main test color gold. No, so that's not how it went. Okay, that's a bit that makes me a bit unhappy. Let's check over here. Let me just do here console.log console.debug. And console.info. Okay. Okay, interesting. So it does not. Okay, so with some it does, like warn error. So it looks like it might be It might be the console that's broken here. So let me try. Let me try in a regular console, just to see if maybe here the colors will be better. So if it's here, then it's just an issue that the console does not have. It's outdated and has just some issues with showing the colors, which is entirely possible. So let's see what we get here. But still, it should be able to get red. It shouldn't be a problem. And maybe I kind of want to also kind of improve this, going one bit level extra, that we also start using things like bold, italic, underline, and more of those. And I kind of looking forward to play with these. It's just little polish that. And maybe I would like to see maybe a better loading cursor here. There's actually a few options in the code that kind of shows you how to do it. So maybe I would like maybe some little bit more meteor or space like. I think that would. I think that would really be nice. Nice to have there, especially now that we can, I think, put more UTF or UTF like stuff in there. So that would be something there. Okay, so we have the red record package usage. That's not on our side. No, even in this console, it's broken. Or it's not broken. It's just not shown. So either it's an OS issue, given that it's Omarchi, that's possible. But unlikely. So let me try. To do it the hard part. Import style text. Let me try to do it. Console log style text, and let's just say it's going to be. Oh, here have some. Can even have like background. Okay. Which is awesome. So background yellow. Background yellow. And then I want it to be the text black. I think this is to kind of test it locally that it works at least somewhere in here to figure out what is the proper signature to be used. Okay. I'll soon have the moment of truth. Kind of wondering maybe if it's an issue of imports that we have to have that node util declared in our dependencies. But if that's the case, let's see. I think that should be. Okay, that's no, there is no. No, there's not on npm, so it's not a regular package. So it is as I have expected. Okay, so that's just issue because we are there. No, it's not here either. Have I been lied to about this? Util style text. Stable as of 2217. Let me add in exactly their examples as they have it. Let's see if there is anything else I'm missing here. No. This is very strange. These functions will format text considering the format passed for printing in terminal. It's aware of the terminal's capabilities and acts accordingly to the configuration set via no color, no disable colors, and force color environment variables. That makes me wonder if I do force color true. Oops. Then npm run start local all. Maybe what if I force the colors here? Because then it would seem then, and let's check actually meteor if we have anywhere. There we go, something there. Dev bound 16 support, and you set the support value. Okay, I don't think that's indicative. Force colors is set to 1. When running commands. So it should work. It should have the colors in there. maybe the default when it comes to a stream. So it's in the options for style tags, there is this validate stream, which is by default true. And the default is standard out, std out, process.std out for the stream itself, which of course can be changed to std error or similar, which if we get not just like the color, but if we also kind of get the level, we could also add in here for the stream. Now, voila, look at that. So once we actually force the colors, it works. So that means by default, it means by default, the colors are not set, and we get a lot more stuff. I think this is actually how it used to be. Which is the where was it? So this has been, let's move this back to JSON. That's correct. It's fine. In that case, I need to look at the change.gaps or whoever it was made, because this, because it destroys the colors. And let me see, closed the flip rawlocks variable. There were 4 files changed. So rawlocks, that's timestamp. That's fine. No, this does not look like the flip itself. No, it set it rawlocks to default to true. So let's see if we can find these, how they are. So this is in the commands. And one of the side effects, I think this must be a side effect, because this must be something. This is an interesting side effect. So so raw logs are true now by default, which is why we get this ugly thing. But for the most part, let's see, is there anything that's related to this? Oh, there is another. another one, but that one is the same. So let's see. Oh, wait a moment. Here we have the debug correctly. No, because we are still running under the FOSS colors. So that's not the issue almost, or it isn't. It's annoying, and I want to kind of find here if I do the, what are the other arguments here for, if there's like some sort of log dot and then option level. So that's where I get the. Now I'm kind of wondering if I what I want to see here or to find is the, in the prettify. Okay, so I want the options, the color to be, let's try here. Color to be true. If this option actually gets passed through. And I want the color to be true. And these settings here, so output format to be colored text. Output format. Let's see if I can put in this as an option. Or maybe I can just do it before I do it over here, output format. Okay, so these options did not help. Let's see if I do the log.output format equals colored text, if that's going to help. And I will probably add this into the meteor settings. I think that's, yes. So that worked. That worked. And I can also kind of do the, while we are at it, the show time. And I move that to false because I don't right now really need it. But so these are the settings. And so that one got, not sure what the first letter is, but that's fine. And let's see, what else can I do here? I think I want to do warning to be gold. That's kind of more of what's what's appropriate. Magenta is not really gorgeous. What I want to say how it's going to look here. Oh, gold. It does not know gold. What? So I guess yellow it is. We could probably do something. Let me try this. This one is bold, so I want our message is bold as well for errors. Yes. So that's an improvement. And so it only works for these. I'm kind of baffled, honestly. So one big thing that I want to do here is meteor dot settings dot packages dot logging dot output format. So this one can be set globally. And the same thing here, meteor dot settings dot packages logging show time. So that's an additional improvement. Now then, the big question is how the frack we get the colors there always without having to set the global variable for force colors. And let me actually see. Oh, wow. So I've quickly got here. So color is normally disabled when a process is piping output into another process. Use force color to force color in the piped output. Node.js was a force color environment variable to force color in the terminal output. So by default, which we have seen before, it has two colors, which was the if we go, so of course the red and the default there. So which is the thing that Chalk did not respect this. And I think we want, and there's like 0, 1, 2, and 3 for force colors. It's starting at 0 with the 2 colors, which is kind of the white one and the red. And it's at 1 it's 16 colors, at 2 it's 256 colors, and at 3 it's like 16 million something colors. I'm fine with just force color 1 by default. So let's. So because what happens if I don't have the kind of, let's get that going, and let's see, of course, force color. Oh, wait, look at that. Force color 1. So it does, we do have the force color. When things get started, run live command. Should be 256 colors, which is what the. So if we want 200, if kind of we want to follow the X term, and then it should be 2. So maybe that's it. Maybe the 16 colors. But I cannot imagine that in 16 colors it would not have the colors that we have there, like green. But let's see. Am I going to have in memory here or not? Let's generate dev bundle, and let's see, maybe if just moving this force color to 2. If it is, come on, stop building from local. I don't need that anymore. Let's see if that is enough. If that is enough to kind of move the needle for us. I think we've kind of maybe removed the vulnerability or something here as well. So we stop that. Let's, oh, sorry. No. Too early. Now that it's bundled, we can go for that. Moment of truth. If not, then I'll have to figure out something else. And I would like for our logging, I would also like maybe like add another output option here. Instead of like color tags dash JSON, or no, colored JSON. Let's call it colored JSON. That's the one I would like to do. So even if even if the output is in that horrendous JSON, it still will be nice. And let me check again here for what was changed. The raw logs. Let me. Not exactly sure about these things. Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay, of course we know write works in all environments. No. That default, changing that default did not help us at all to get the colors. But we do know if we use force colors by our own, then it works. So that's still, even though like the basic one should be there as before. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with the raw logs that Gabriel Garuba has added. Let's see. Another option would be do here raw logs equals false. Let's see if that works. Because if this gets in, then to figure out how else to force the colors. Because we want raw logs without the so if you don't have the timestamps there, then that will have to really be something that's really deep there that doesn't make that much sense. Okay. Just hoping that this is correct. We're waiting for the moment of truth there. Run log, set raw logs. Let's see what this function. No, not even that. Or maybe it's maybe I've put it in incorrectly. That's another option. Or maybe instead of raw logs like this, I need to do timestamps. Let's try that. And meantime, let's try to find this function. This dot raw logs. Okay. So run log is primarily used part of tools which run locally. Oh yeah, this is actually where I found this is actually a function where it actually gets the Meteor package itself, which is extraordinary, I think. So load ISO package, it loads the package, says the output format, and gets it running. Raw logs here are false by default. So the setting it, and how is it used here? If raw logs are true, console is standard error, raw.error, raw.info. So it's just over. Okay, so even with timestamps, it still is without colors. And that despite it being blue there. So let's do this first color, and let's go with, was it number 2? Let's go with that. Where is the console thing coming from? So this console that is being used there or here, it has the style text and everything, which does show up, as we've seen. Interesting. So it's over on this tools CLI and tools core lib spawn process. And is this run a command in the shell and stream output in real time? Wait, look at this. What is this? Console.log red. Colors, yes. This should not be necessary. This should not be necessary like that. I do wonder. Okay, yeah, now when I run it, as you can see, it's there. The colors. So let's see the error that we are getting here. How it's being processed. So it's a failed D record. So that's just console.warn. So if we go to warn, is this warn enabled? If not, then return message, prettify message. Blah, blah, blah. That returns the where is it now? Print error. Let's go back here. So that just gets it and then it does the print. This gets the level and the message. Okay, and here it does level.code. It's level code error or level code warn. So the standard what? Test process. Okay. That might be a bit overblown here. So that's the test. And that's not right. I think maybe getting close to this. That's not right, which is process standard out. I'm probably going to try to do something. Thinking here that if it's server, then it should be process standard out dot write. And that should give us the colors instead of the console one, which for some reason is stuck or just does not give. It might also give us process undefined, but I think that's just, if I remember correctly, that's just Node's internal stuff. Well, would you look at that? We've got our colors back. So there's some things, it's an issue with the it is an issue with issue with the console. Probably the more likely, instead of not necessarily like the console, but it's just, the chalk works in the console log, while this one does not. This one expects the process standard out and it goes in there. So I'll just need to look here for and there's actually a question on Stack Overflow in this regard. Look here. So we have, let me just jump back to 22 here in the, I have on my other side. I want to, so we have the process when we have we have the standard out. Let me take a look on here. What I really want is to make sure a note on process IO, standard out, standard error differs from other Node.js streams in important ways. They are used internally by console log and console error respectively. So why is it not working? Rise might be synchronous depending on what that stream is processed to and whenever the system is Windows or POSIX. Let me try. Where? So console.log calls process.stdout.write with formatted output. See format in console.js for the implementation. Oh, so it uses there the utils.format.apply plus the new line. I'm kind of looking to another thing here is, let's see, console. Is there some, I'm kind of looking at what the heck am I missing here that allows we have to do, I think, here quite a lot of implementation probably around oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to figure out what am I missing here with just like a regular console.log. Prints to a standard out with new line. Multiple arguments can be passed with the first used as the primary message, and additional used as subdivision value similar to print f3. All arguments are passed to util format. I do wonder if there's maybe something in the format here that that is preventing it. No. That is infuriating, honestly. So I don't want to redo all the awesome things that I get just, for the format, for the new line. So it should be just console log, but so we can probably do a bit of an improvement here potentially, but let's not get ahead of myself. So let's add the new line there. So it's at least that one is at least fine. And figure out why the heck we have this issue. Wait, what? Is it now working because I am prodding it? Oh, wait, of course I need to run it without the force color thingy. Because that is freaking already there, so I should not have to run that again. A lot of improvements that can be done in this area. As you can see, this package has a lot of things, but big thing also is so that I don't want to do, how should I say it? I don't want to go over to my things. Okay, maybe let's see. I does not have console.log. So that's the browser. Kind of got me worried there. Kind of want to see maybe if it's the console log or the write, or if it's really something somewhere else. Something that's unsetting the defaults on the colors in the console. Because then I would have to dive again further in. And I may also potentially delay that it's an issue maybe with something else. But I would like really to remove the, again, dependency, especially if, it is, we see it, it's working, but I just need to figure out what settings which to flip for this. Or actually, if I look at the force color, again, not working at all. So it's really, it has nothing to do with that. We can keep the console logs here. do we have eJSON defined over here at the top? No. Meteor eJSON. Just to remove the number of errors. So we have it multiple places, as I can see. So it's somewhere in the settings, and I want to take a look here on the process. And I want to kind of look where else do we have any spawn. Okay, here we have it, and it's using the FOSS color. Dev bundle, interesting. Dual CLI. Okay, this looks promising. So we do have a few spawns that do not include this, which is causing the issue. Here is underscore spawn. Cell.node options. Okay, come on. Options, node options. Do we have any defaults on the node options? Get node options from environment. Process server node options, okay. Okay, oh, we have your console, something for console. Let's see, do we have anything related to color? Okay, yeah, there is color mode. Set color support for this console instance. Setting to true enables coloring while inspecting values. Setting to false disables coloring. While inspecting values, setting to auto makes colors support depending on the value of STTI property, and the value return get color depth. The defaults to auto. I have to learn more about STTI. What does that do? But there is, let's see, table of content. Enable progress display. Yeah, that's not in the official documentation. Oh, but it's over here. Okay, so this is our console. Maybe over here somewhere. Okay, let's have these substrings here before we get another warning. bold. So this uses that. So we fixed this with the styled text. Some of it actually even works. So that's correct. And the rest do we have? FOSS pretty. Anything regarding colors? Let's see, what does the FOSS pretty do? Is that pretty? Yeah. Okay. Processes. Kind of want. Let's look at this. So what is this spawn? Spawn a new process with the given command and argument, streams output with original styling, and handles errors and exit events. Always preserves raw output formatting, colors progress bars, and provides decoded strings data for callback. The colors is the issue. Actually, we have it here, so whenever it is a spawn process, that's fine. Just more concerned about our. So what is this? Get environment. I do fear that I won't be able to crack this today. I think it might be one of these processes is not passing the colors or something like that. Now it's kind of a bit too late to test, or because we removed chalk. I'm not sure though if chalk would be work in this environment either. Interesting that even error over there does not. Let's actually try console.error. Oh, you've already determined that these do not work. So, oh no, did we freeze there? Yeah, that WebStorm is frozen, damn it. And this one as well. So that's, I think, a good indicator that I should kill this over here before I get too much overtime and before maybe the computer falls down with it or something like that. Probably not, but just to be on the safe side. So, well, we did fulfill here what I set out to do. The problem is we found another bug, you could say, or problem potentially. I am going to actually, though, there is a way how I can quickly test it if I could get these working, which is just to, instead of start locally, I'll start normally, and then it's going to tell me if then it's going to tell me if you know, if it's what is exactly going on there. So if it will be with colors, then it means that the that what we've put in there, the nodes utils, has something that we need to do extra that Chalk was able to fix or manage on its own, which kudos to Chalk. Kind of work in an environment that's not supposed to have apparently colors. So yeah, that's what we'll see. So if things work out, if I can figure out what's going on, then you will see a pull request pretty much soon. Or if I see that you know, I have it still white no matter what I do, then I'll probably submit it as well, but it will be like work in progress, trying to figure out what's going on. We also saw that there are at least two other packages that could be replaced by node utils potentially, and rimraf and the other one, remember exactly from top of my head which one was the other one. Oh yeah, the UUID. And yeah, so that is something, if you want to guys quickly get it done before we are out of time for Hacktoberfest, then you have a, what was it, today is the 29th, so no, looking at the wrong month, 27th, so we have 4 days, so till Friday to get things in. I'll be hacking on this, trying to figure out how to make the logging package more useful. I think also maybe integrations into you know, Datadog or some other places would be pretty cool. But that's me getting a little bit ahead. And oh, looks like it's finally working again. So let me just do here very quickly while I have you npm run start local db, and then, you know, we'll see, and I'll have to, after this, I'll have to really run. So I have to get dinner and all the other things sorted. Okay, loading. And yeah, this one. Okay, interesting. So this one, of course, it has the warning colors. It has, when I have, let me check here. If I do log.debug, then it's green. We have it working if it's the error, which was cyan, I believe. So that one works, but the other colors don't work. So and of course, none of the colors in, wait, actually there is the, of course, the console dot or log dot error, or no, the console dot error is working. And let's see. Let's see. Oh, I see. What are the letters now? That's debug, warning, error, information, info. So I added the cyan. Then we had another one that is just green. Let's quickly try if that works. But for example, the log dot, but of course, all the logs that I have are without color. So this is not an issue with a new issue. This is most likely issue here on my so this issue on my computer most likely somehow with the colors. It's unfortunate, but I'll have to then figure that out. Because I do want to have colors. Let's see. Let me quickly see if I can find it. Exterm dash color. That might be the one I'm looking at. So there is some. Okay, so I think what's happening is that well, actually no, not even chalk is working in this case. So I think it's just a matter of setup. Ooh, and that might be also related to Omarchi and all other stuff. So, okay, so good news is that it's just on my side, and we've just wasted an hour and a half probably trying to figure out what's going on there. But we also saw we can force it. But that's not necessarily something we want. Okay, so I'll have to figure out how to do that on my side. I'll have a pull request ready with these things sometime during the week and figure out the rest. So with that, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me do the usual. I think shilling is that if you like what I'm doing, you can sponsor me on GitHub. And let me actually do, as I put it here, I'm also going to try some new stuff. And that's, if it works now, yes. Ta-da, look at that. GitHub sponsorship QR code up there as well. So you can scan that and it will bring you to the GitHub sponsorship page. So yeah, with that, you can support me to spend more time on open source and do other awesome stuff. But that is it for today. Thank you very much for joining me. Next week, if my recovery continues this well, I'll be doing some world building and for stories. And the week after that, I will be back with another FOSS hour. So that's the plan. See you around. Stay awesome, everybody. Like, share, and subscribe, or more likely just like and subscribe.